Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky, everyone. What a beautiful day outside.
It's gorgeous
I was
out.
up bright and early, went and did a live remote for GDK. It was just gorgeous outside.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Beautiful. We're getting ready for this. Your second last Friday Eve. What are you going to do, Dale?
Oh,
for the
Friday
weekend?
Eve? Oh, I have Girls on the Run this afternoon. So
Were you a bit confused with what I meant?
I thought you said the last Friday Eve.
No, the Friday Eve.
Friday Eve, I think, is more important than Friday because now it's at the end of the week. You're really looking forward to it. So I don't know if Girls on the Run this afternoon. So again, gorgeous day. Excited for that.
Can I just ask you about Girls on the Run? Is that a charitable organisation, or what's the like? You talk about it, but I don't think I've ever really
What's
asked
kind of
you
the
what it
purpose?
is.
We've had them on the show multiple times.
Oh.
It's
But I've never
wonderful.
done the
It is
interview.
at countless schools across the country, and here in Central Kentucky there's a wonderful organization with so many elementary and middle schools involved, and it's basically a 10-week training program for girls. We do a 5K at the end of the season. So this one in December will be at Keeneland, in the spring is the Kentucky Horse Park, but it's really more about team building, self-esteem building, and so we'll do some running, but we also do games and just ways to make friends and talk to each other. And I think it's really important at that age to learn that fitness doesn't have to be competitive. You can be healthy and happy with yourself, because I think when I was younger, if you played sports, it's because you were the athlete and you were really good. But you know, maybe you're not the basketball player or the softball player, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy being active and fit and what that brings to your life. So some of the girls walk, run, cartwheel, whatever you want to do, but we just encourage them to find their own way to stay active and enjoy running.
But is it?
I think it's awesome.
Is it? And I don't mean to say.
But yes, it's all volunteer based.
Exactly,
so
but it's also not like Girl Scouts, but a similar thought pattern behind it about bonding and learning about how growing up with each other.
Yeah, and I think like self-esteem is very important at that age too, and just deriving happiness, I think, just from being active and healthy and learning
All right,
that.
well that's lovely, Katie.
It is
that
lovely.
You do that.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you.
You can ask me what I do. I do nothing.
No.
I eat bonbons.
That's why I
You
didn't.
should come to Girls on the
That's why
Run.
I did not toss it over to you,
It's
my dear.
so much fun.
You
I'm looking forward to it every
It
week.
intimidates me. Okay, here it is. It intimidates me because I'm afraid, number one, I wouldn't be able to be there every time you have a meeting. Is it every week? Is it every
I
It's
coach.
for 10 weeks.
Well, it depends if you're a running buddy or not. So I'm the head coach of the team at ACE here in Charlesburg, and so it's Mondays and Thursdays. So I have to be there every practice, but there's countless volunteers. Think about volunteering for the organization, because even if you just come out every other Thursday or once a week, it's wonderful. VJ, our weekend anchor, comes on Thursdays.
Really?
So she'll be there today. Yeah.
I'm interested in
But you
doing
don't have to do Girls on the Run. You could do Meals on Wheels. You could go and help AVOL. There's so many. You could go and help, something that's near and dear to your family is oh gosh, I've forgotten the name of the group, but it's autism.
Autism awareness?
Yes, you could help them. You could go and help disabled
I
on the
do.
horses, riding with the disabled,
You could tag along for all of his charitable endeavors.
Exactly.
Just go with him.
I'm very busy. What would you like? Another check?
A check?
Yeah, I'd rather just.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Exactly. Hey, I'm talking about certain ages, everyone. There comes a time where you need to start checking things off the bucket list, or so they say. Well, this woman, she is amazing. Her name is Baddie Winkle, and she's a Lexington native. Check out some of these photos of her journey on what she is doing for her bucket list.
I love it.
Everyone, can I just say that she is 89 years of age. She has 3.2 million followers on Instagram.
Look at her.
And she's from Lexington. We are now trying to get hold of this gorgeous woman and bring her on the show because I'm so inspired by her.
Aww.
She's a huge
And
Instagram
sweet.
star.
She has traveled all over the world, embarking on trips. She's been to Niagara Falls. She's been mixing cocktails in New York New York bars, visiting the cowboys, helicopter rides. There's the guy's butts that she's playing with. She held a party in a London gay nightclub. I think she sounds absolutely amazing. But anyway, the premise of this story was, what's on your bucket list?
Oh, wow.
Now, I didn't ask you this in the meeting because I wanted you to.
I know.
Yeah.
What do you think it is? You must have something. Think quick.
Okay, well, there's
Join
one
Girls on
exercise.
the Run?
Yeah, actually doing a marathon. That is on my bucket list.
Okay.
Maybe next year. I don't know. Someday. And then as far as like things to do, gosh, I would like to camp in like the Canadian wilderness sometime. Go to
Okay.
like a cabin or go camping.
With the kids or just
with the kids, with
with
the
the family?
family. Yeah, I just think that would be it would be rustic and
Yeah.
you know. But I am a little afraid of critters. But I want to try to push through that fear.
I got you.
And get through
What
it.
about you?
I don't know. Traveling like that, you know, I really love food.
Yeah.
I want to take a couple weeks and go back to Italy
Yeah.
and do a,
And do a
cooking class.
gastronomic
Yeah, a
tour.
long.
I
No
gotcha.
class to learn, so
Yeah.
not just the tour. But
Yeah.
I've done a lot of tours, but I would want to do a month-long course or class or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to
fun.
I
cook a
got
little.
you. I got you.
That'd be
Fair
good.
enough. Well, I've done just about everything I've wanted to do. So I'm.
Oh, you've
I'm-
got to have something. Like
No, not yet.
Something.
No.
Come on.
I have. I swear to God,
deep.
everything that I've wanted to do in my life, I've either worked towards and saved and done it. There really isn't anything.
Nothing in life that you want to do?
Nothing. Well, not about. Well, you make it sound so hip. You know, not very.
I mean,
nice
what do you
by
look
saying it that
forward
way.
to? Like,
I've actually,
there's got to be something.
I've done just about everything that I've wanted to do. And I think if something comes up, I will make sure. I remember someone said to me that, what was one of your goals? And I said, I want to live in the snow. Okay? And when I sold everything up in Australia and decided I was going to move to America, but before I took a job, I went and lived in Utah in Park City for 4 months to live in the snow. I'm happy I've done it now, but that was just one of my
Okay.
things that I wanted. So I have to be honest, I've done everything. I actually would like, you know what? I'd like to visit Russia
there
in
you
the
go.
middle of winter.
There we go.
That's one of my next
All
trips.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
I don't know if I've ever
exciting
had that
people.
in my
Very
top
exciting.
85 things I want to do.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
I wouldn't say
let's
no
get
to a free
something onto
trip,
that.
but I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
go there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Let's
really
get on to something a little
proactively
bit more
looking for it.
interesting, obviously. Ways that you could be intimidating the man in your life. And now this is directed
Yeah.
to the ladies, apparently. Lisa, take
That's
it away.
right. Well, for all you ladies out there, if you're having a problem attracting a man, well, you might be scaring them away. And we're not talking about the physical attributes. We are talking about something much different. Number one, here was one of the first things, and I thought this was interesting. You don't laugh at his jokes. You don't laugh at his jokes. Men like to be funny. And if you don't laugh at their jokes, then they kind of feel that that's intimidating.
I
no?
think that that's just like appeasing. I'm not going to laugh at things that are not
No,
funny.
exactly. If you're not funny, nick off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
And hence, we're talking about intimidating men. Number two, you have everything together. So you've got it all together. So Katie, obviously, you've got it all together.
Does she?
Do you
Well, compared
feel,
to you.
Do you feel that
Just kidding. I would say we're both, in terms of singles, I guess, young professionals. I don't know.
Yes.
Is that how you qualify having things
well,
together?
here's
I don't
the thing.
know.
I'm going to pull these first two apart.
Yeah.
Because I think intimidating a man, some women actually choose to do that because they feel inadequate to be on the same level. And now, I'm not saying that men are better than women. What I'm saying is, if you're going to enter into a relationship, you shouldn't try to be intimidating.
Right,
It should
I
just
agree.
be a natural.
Exactly.
If you are
Be yourself.
an intimidating person, people say I'm intimidating. Do you know what I mean? Even in my work life. Now, does that mean that I'm better than you? No, it just means that something that I might be intimidating you on is something that I feel more comfortable with. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
But I think
Yeah.
also when you're dating, people could misconstrue putting their best foot forward. You know, you want to make yourself seem like a catch, but it may come off
Yeah.
as being, having it all two together, like what you said. But you might just be trying to, sell yourself. To,
That's why you
like,
never eat
I'm
spaghetti
great.
on a date.
That's your
It's
rule.
intimidating.
Did you make that
This is rule
mistake?
of
Did you make that
No
mistake?
spaghetti. Okay, the next one is your body language is standoffish.
Yeah,
So you
but-
might
yep,
be
I
kind
gotcha.
of, you might be holding back and just kind of, not really having that warm, inviting
Now, this is
personality.
women to men, right?
Well, it is, but
I'm sort of neglecting my life out of this because I also think when women hit a certain age, who may be 40, who are still single, career-driven, being successful, I think it's the men that are intimidated.
yes.
the women aren't intimidating. The men are intimidated.
Exactly.
Does that make
Especially if
sense?
they don't have, if they're not in that same place with you, if they're
Yeah.
not, career, driven and oriented, and maybe they're just laid back and chill, and they just, that's not a big thing to them.
But
so.
then I don't think they would be a connection.
But you
So
never
I
know.
think that you
You
should
never
just be
know.
who you are, though. Like, you
Yes,
shouldn't
true.
have to feel like sell yourself short. If your career is the most important thing to you,
Yes.
and that's your source of pride, you should brag about it and tell them all of your success. And
Right.
then you can tell maybe if there's someone that their values are elsewhere. They
Yeah.
care more about personal than career.
Yeah.
Get it all out there, because that might
true.
not work down the
Listen,
road.
you tell me whether you think I'm wrong. Did you put this on Facebook?
Yes, I did.
Tell me whether you think, I often think when you start dating, it's like a job interview.
It
Yeah.
is.
Okay?
It was,
Am I
yeah,
real
with Doug it
with
was like that.
And I think about it and I think, let's do the checklist.
Uh-huh.
Because we're going to know in 3 months whether you're going to stay or we're going to fire you. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, that's the way I think.
Yeah.
And quite often, especially since I've been in America, when I have gone on dates, I've sussed them out on where they think they will be in several years, knowing we get moved around.
Uh-huh.
So if I fall for someone and I know they're too secure in their space, and then I might say, I might have to move to, Colorado in 2 years' time when my contract's up. Would you ever live somewhere? And they're, oh no, I'd miss my check.
It's true.
Not wasting
Don't
any
even
more
waste
time.
your time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I know that sounds
I
awful.
agree.
No, I think you should put that out there
Yeah.
early.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
do.
one more.
I do. Okay, one more. You're a perfectionist. Oh, and I've got two sitting right here.
I think we both are.
Yeah.
No?
I think you're more of a perfectionist than I am. But
I
not,
can't be
not
that
in a bad way. Not in a bad
Yeah.
way. Just like you're very organized and matter of fact,
And
and
that can be-
everything is right. But that's
And
not
that
bad.
can-
I
yeah,
just
it's
think
not
in a
bad.
good
I sort
way.
of think that's a bit like my love life too. That's why I don't have one.
And it's not a bad thing.
No,
it's
I don't
just
think it's a bad.
intimidating.
It's
though.
just
It
it can be
intimidating.
intimidating.
Right,
Yeah.
you've got all the rest up
Yes,
on the
I have.
Facebook page. Okay, good. I think we've realised we need to move on from it. Hey, things to know about marriage, Katie. What are we going on about with this?
This is just kind of
Is this more
interesting.
information for man friend one?
Maybe this is for man friend 2.
Who
No.
knows?
I don't have man friend 2.
After yesterday's discussion.
Yeah, well, this is what I have to consider with man friend 1, I guess. No. These are just some fun stats that I saw online about marriage. And this article came out and it said, one of the big things about marriage is doubts. It says 72% of women who are married have already considered leaving their husbands.
Oh.
Now, it didn't
wow.
say the reverse, so I don't know men to women, but
Yeah.
72% of women
I
have considered
wonder if
leaving their
it's
husbands.
just because the men have driven them crazy one night, or
Yes.
whether this has been an ongoing thought in their mind.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you
Well,
think, Lisa?
yeah, I think it could be both.
Have you ever thought of leaving Doug?
Oh gosh,
And I
Doug.
don't mean that because you don't love him, but
Right,
it's like,
right.
I can't do this anymore, I'm out.
Well,
Would it be so much easier
Okay,
alone?
I have to keep it real at the table here. Yes, that does cross your mind in a marriage periodically. You have ups and downs in a marriage,
Yeah,
so
of
I
course.
mean, nothing is perfect.
Yeah.
But it's the team working through it,
Yeah.
together. That's really what.
Well, the reason why we brought this up is we wanted you to realize we've got Doug on the line. Doug,
I didn't say. He made me say
were
it.
you just about to die then?
I was like,
We're
oh.
leaving you, Doug. It's like, what's the next one?
This next one, I don't know if it's too surprising. This one says, studies suggest that large age gaps more likely to get divorced. But actually, I kind of see
I think
big
it could
age
work.
gaps working. So
Yeah.
I think I was
Yeah.
a little surprised by
Yeah.
this. The next one, some researchers in California have concluded that 60% of married couples say sharing chores is the #1 key to a happy marriage.
Oh,
Do you
you know
think?
what? Yeah.
You all laugh at me for the housekeeper. Get a housekeeper, people. Give up on something else. Happy life, happy home, happy life.
Well, Doug and I share the chores, so yeah.
Okay.
Well, then no wonder you've wanted to leave him.
He loves to do the vacuuming, so I'm like, have at it. Go
all
for
right.
it. It's like a lifesaver.
And this last one is called Flying the Nest. This study says that the vast majority of couples are happier after their kids leave the home. What do you think?
Happier?
Wow.
After they're gone.
That's interesting because I thought that's the baby boomers, and I could be wrong, but I thought that there's a percentage of baby boomers have waited till their kids have got out of the home and then got a divorce.
Yeah, like you.
That's what I thought too,
Stuck
and that
together and all of
empty
a sudden
nest syndrome.
Yeah.
But they're
Yeah.
saying that's actually not the case.
The parents are like, woo,
Okay,
woo.
head over to Facebook page. Tell us what you think and whether you think, we're a little bit crazy. Who knows, people? Hey, coming up after the break, everyone will learn more about the Lexington Art League's prohibition.
Prohibition.
Exhibition?
Yeah, you got to
Exhibition.
learn about it. It's
Yeah,
very
I had
cool.
to read that. I was like, prohibition? What's going on
Prohibition
here?
exhibition. It's
Keep
a
it
tongue
right
twister.
here, everyone. You're watching Midday Kentucky.